Hi, everyone. Now, when we're looking at a question like this where we're given an equation, it looks like it takes the form of y is equal to mx plus b. We can remind ourselves what what each of these variables mean, right? So y is the function, and I like to write my function like this. M is our slope. This is the this is the dependent variable, by the way, dependent variable, or it represents your function, whatever. X is your independent variable, and B is our y-intercept, or in a real life situation, we can understand it as our initial value. And this is going to be really important understanding it in a real life situation, because um, when we're doing these kinds of questions where it gives you, here's what's happening, what does this mean, and so on. And we're going to notice that that's what's happening in this question. You need to understand what these variables mean in real life. That's why I wrote, instead of x being, just the x variable, I wrote it's the independent variable. It's whatever is going to always happen. And then y is what depends on that. And remember, slope is also the rate. We can think of slope as rate, or it's something that is change. It's the rate, and then you have x being like first day, second day, whatever it is, right? So the slope is the rate of change, or however the function is changing, right? That rate that the function or the dependent variable is going to be changing. Okay. Um, and remember, that's going to depend, of course, on x. So it's how x is changing in relation to the rate of change, which will in turn, because y is the dependent variable. So if x is changing in a certain way, y will depend on that, right? Okay, I know that was a mouthful, but bear with me because I want to pull you back into this question, and we're going to see what those mean in context. So the equation above models the amount of money y. Okay, so there's the dependent variable. The amount of money y in dollars remaining in Bo's bank account. So over here, this is the money left in account. Okay, account. And then so that's y. Okay, and then it's saying that x is the days after the start of fall semester. So here's what's going on. This person, Bo, works in the summer, makes some money, some good cash, but then during the school year, right? During the school year, he's just going to school. He's not working. So this is in the summer, and then in the fall, right? So um, that's why they're saying X is the number of days once fall started. So it's saying the amount of money in Bo's bank account is based on the money he earned over the summer, right? So that's why we're saying that he earned some money in the summer, and then the amount left in his bank account depends on whatever that is. So if I made 1,000 in the summer, and then every day I'm spending like $10, I'll lose $10 every day from that 1,000. So then after 10 days, I would have lost 1,000, right? Sorry, $100. So if I made $1,000 in the summer, right? And every day, daily spending would be $10. Let's write it like this, $10. Then after 10 days, right? If I spend $10 every 10 days, so that's 10 times 10, I would have used $100 after 10 days. Do you see that? Right? So then that's what's going on over here. They said that he has a certain amount that he's starting with, and he's spending a certain amount on, on a daily basis. So over here, X days, we're looking at the number of days that's going on, that this is going to be going on in the fall semester. And then it's saying that the amount of money in his bank account is based on what he earned in the summer. How much does he spend per day, right? So he's spending that constant daily amount. So let's say every single day he gets a coffee, he gets a burger, and that's his daily spending. Okay, so they're saying that that's happening. When the equation is graphed on the XY plane, what does the slope of the graph represent in terms of the model? So then we're asking, in real life, what does slope mean, right? Because this is mx plus b, I can easily graph that. But what does the slope mean, right? And we've already identified the slope to being the number in front of x, so m. So we've already said that it's a rate, but in this case, what is that rate, right? So let's kind of break this down slowly. So over here, we said that this is initial amount. So if we're saying I'm coming in from the summer with a certain amount, then the initial amount is this, right? This is initial amount, or basically I can consider it as money made over summer. So summer money, right? Summer cash. And then I'm saying that something will be changing. So every single day I'm spending a certain amount. Do you see that? Every single day? That's this X. It's that amount of days. So that certain amount would be the rate, right? I'm saying every single day I'm spending a certain amount. I'm losing a certain amount. So over here, I'll be losing $75 every single day. So then I'm spending $75 every single day. Do you see that? Okay, so that's our rate over here. Our rate is a 75 daily spending. So there you go. Our daily spending would be $75, right? Our daily spending isn't 5,000 because we already know that that's our initial amount. We know that they've literally already told us that that Y is the total amount remaining. So definitely not this one. And the amount of money he earned in the summer, we already know that was what he started with, right? Because he's not gaining anything during the fall semester. So it's definitely not this one, right? Okay, everyone, that's it for this question, really. So what I'm going to say is that anytime you have a situation like this, I always like to, now you don't need to, you don't need to write these things out that I've written over here. You do not need to do this, but it helps understanding what each individual one means. In real life, slope means rate, a daily rate, a monthly rate, whatever it is, it's a rate, right? B is the initial amount, whatever we're starting with, right? Because if I were to look at this stuff on a graph, now mind me, I'm going to make a small graph over here. Really, all that's happening is that I see that I'm starting at a certain amount. I'm coming in the summer, right? This is kind of day, this is the cash that I have, and this is the days starting in the summer, right? Now, I'm starting with 5,000 over here, right? Because I know that I've made that amount in the summer. They didn't say that, but it's clear because we know that this is the initial amount. This is what my y-axis is. So over here, 5,000. And then I am decreasing at a slope of 75. So it's going down like this, right? And eventually I'm going to hit 0 and I'm not actually going to have negative money. Or, I mean, unless he has debt, that's his own thing. But imagine this was a debit where he can't spend anymore. So eventually he's really just going to be here at 0, right? So over here, they just wanted to know, what is this rate of going down, right? What does that mean? What is the slope meaning? And in our case, we can see that he's spending $75 every single day. Okay. All right, everyone. I hope that helped, and I hope I'll see you next video. Please continue to study and continue to watch the other videos if you feel like you need more help. Bye, everyone.